In the top bar, click the Homepage drop-down and then switch to Product and Default Product. So this is the product page template, and the keyword here is template. You're not designing a page for each individual product. You design this once, and every product in your store uses the same layout automatically. So if you add a You May Also Like section here, which we get in this particular layout, it shows up on every product page. Get it right once, and it works everywhere. Now, this is the page where people actually decide to buy. They've browsed your store, clicked on something that caught their eye, and now the product page needs to close the deal. Good photos, a clear description, an obvious add to cart button, and nothing that makes them hesitate. This default layout here has images, our title, the price and compare at price, some buttons, and our description. This is all looking good so far, but we can refine this and make it even better. First of all, on the left side under the template section, you can expand each of these sections and then show or hide any elements you want using the eye icon next to each block. One thing I like to do is adjust the image gallery layout. Click on the image gallery, and then you can change between grid and carousel view. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the carousel view because it makes it so you have one big image and then people can toggle through them. Now with the carousel view, you might also want to change the desktop pagination to something like thumbnails. That makes it more obvious that there are more images your customers can click to see. You can also change the icons that indicate that people can toggle left and right between the different images. Let's try large arrows. And you can see here, it's kind of hard to see on this image, but there are arrows on the left and right. This will allow your customers to toggle between the images. Next, depending on what kind of product you're selling, you may or may not want the quantity selector to be enabled. So you can click this, and then click the eye icon in the floating toolbar if you want to hide it. However, I'm going to keep this enabled in case people want to buy multiple backpacks. Next, I'm going to add some padding to the top of this product information section. That way there's a little bit of space between this image and the next section up. 40 pixels or so seem to work pretty well on our last page, so let's do that here. That looks pretty good. If you want, you can change the color scheme of the product section. Something like a light gray could be nice. But I've got a trick for making this section feel like it ties into everything else, so I'll set it back to Scheme 1 and I'll show you how to do that later. Finally, I recommend clicking on the You May Also Like section that it loads in by default, and you can choose how it recommends products. Do you want to recommend related products, or do you want to recommend complementary products? For example, do they need a water bottle to go with their backpack? If there aren't any complementary products or related products, the section will just hide itself entirely. Similar to the feature collection section on your homepage, you can also change between grid and carousel layouts. I don't have a lot of products right now, so they won't look terribly different, so I'll just keep grid. All right, that's our product page.